Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's market day. It's the last one of the year. What day is it today? It's the 17th of December 2025. That's right, 17th. It's my last one. The last actual Wednesday is on Christmas Eve, but I'm not going to do that one. And then there is another one on New Year's Eve, but I'm not doing those. So this is my last market of the year. It's Christmas jumper day. I'm wearing my Gozney Christmas jumper. So let's go to the market, let's see what happens, and let's have some fun. Let's do it. And we're here, we're at the market. I'm parked up, let me show you. Right, van is parked up. I've raised the sign already and I've levelled it. If you have a look at this, I've gone up on my chocks because, like I say, it's uneven ground here. So I go up on the little one there and up on one there. So let's open up and let's get set. Yo, so I'm pretty much set. Like I said, did I say earlier, it's Christmas jumper day on the market, so I'm wearing my Gozney Christmas jumper. Just put in my semolina. This is semolina rimancinata. Have a look at this. Let me just take it off track. So you can see it should bring it in. Look at that. This is what I use. This is what goes down on the, on the deck. This is what I open the pizzas in and stretch them in. It's the best. Right, let me put it back on track. Just getting set up. So got my cheese and everything here. I'm just going to be doing some media with my old let me just move this out of the way so it doesn't get involved with the camera. I've got my Meta glasses. If you have a look at these, they're basically the same as my other glasses, but I can shoot some media, so I'm just going to do some of that now. I'm doing like a little day in the life reel showcase with these. It's really cool for snapping little bits, so I'm just going to turn them on. That's it. Just records little bits. They'll record up to 3 minutes at a time and take snapshots. Look, I can take a snapshot right now. Watch this. A little light went on. Really cool, and I can hear music. So this is going to be the game changer for me in here. Actually, is I can use them to play music. So whilst I am basically serving, and whilst I'm videoing or live streaming or something like that, I could still actually be listening to some tunes. Whilst a bit of condensation in here, whilst working, which for me is unreal, because usually if I have music playing, it can spoil any kind of form of monetization that I have on my channel, which my channel is monetized, by the way, so thank you for being here and watching. And if you are not subscribed, then please do subscribe, because it helps me make more videos, helps me just do more stuff. I've got loads planned for next year as well, so hopefully going to do a little bit of traveling around with my tread in my camper van. I've got loads of other videos. I'm doing loads of pizza courses next year and loads of stuff. So if you subscribe, you get notified when I post something like a short or a reel or a long form video just like this. I've got loads of stuff coming up, so yeah, hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Anyway, I'm just getting sorted. What's time is it? It is 9:10 at the minute. Actually, I had a bit of trouble with the van this morning. It didn't want to. So yesterday, I decided get my cutters out. Yesterday, I sort of thought, just for some reason, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start the van, and I'm just going to just check that everything's okay. If I start it on a Tuesday and let it run, it normally starts really well on a Wednesday morning. And then I realised I didn't disconnect the battery, because this has a battery kill switch on it. Because there's some little gremlin in here that drains the battery otherwise. So, and it's for safety as well. I have a battery key so it can't start. Anyway, I realised I hadn't disconnected it, and so it meant the battery was completely dead. So I put it on charge all night last night, and it was still a little bit dead. So I had to jump start it this morning. I've got a spare battery with me and a power pack, but it was fine, and hopefully it's going to be fine. I've disconnected it now, so hopefully it starts at the end of the day. Just one thing, actually, a lot of people are asking me about these dough cutters. So recently you might have seen I've been using these plastic ones over this metal one. Now I'm still not sure which one I prefer. I got some new dough trays basically, and I didn't want to like. I mean, these ones don't scratch them, but what it was I was doing pizza classes, and the reason I mostly got these ones is when I do my pizza classes, so people won't use these and go a bit too gun ho and maybe scratch my new trays or my old trays, because I normally take like 3 of these with me. So I bought loads of these ones. Now these ones are the same make as the dough trays, and yeah, they don't scratch because it's just plastic on plastic. Obviously metal on plastic you can. These do have a rounded edge to them and a rounded side. This is a Lily Poi Giorgio pizza dough cutter. It's 10 centimeters. I actually do prefer this one. You've got a longer, you see that it's a longer sort of head on it, so it picks up the dough ball better. But these ones are the Genius DEI ones. If I have a look, I'll take it off track, you might be able to see this. You have a look what it says there. That's their logo. They come in a variety of colours. I got these ones from White's Pizza Equipment in the UK. They're actually really good. I like plastic. I use the plastic ones when I'm cutting out dough balls and stuff, and I'll use these on my pizza classes. Adds a little bit of colour as well, so they're quite cool. So that's where they're from, but I actually do still prefer the Lily Quadrupo one. This is a proper bad boy tool. Okay, so we're pretty much almost there. I've got like ovens are saturated. I'm just cutting some chilies. And I've got to cut the onions. Sometimes I do this at home, but like I ran out of time yesterday with the prep and everything like that. Had my little girls like Christmas assembly thing where they did a little sing-song at her school, which was quite nice. My knife needs sharpening. Check it out. Gozney knife, this one. It's actually not a Gozney knife, it's a German cut knife. I got gifted it in Germany a few years ago by a guy called Paul from Gozney when I went to do a trade show, and he surprised me with a really nice custom Gozney knife, but it hasn't been sharpened in a while. It's okay, just not gliding through these chilies as well as I'd like. But yeah, I just for my pizza I just use like fresh red chili. I don't need loads. Sometimes I don't even know what chilies these are, but they're just red chilies. Green ones are quite nice as well. Green ones add a little totally different taste though. These ones I quite like a red chili. It's got a nice little fruitiness to it, and these ones aren't overly spicy. You know, chilies are an option. I don't charge for stuff like this. If someone wants a little bit of onion or a chili or like some garlic or anything like that, it's just a garnish. I'm not going to charge them for like a little bit of garnish. So like if someone wants a margarita with chilies, garlic and onion, I'm just going to charge them for a margarita. It costs me nothing, you know. An onion's like 25 pence or whatever. There's just no reason to. I know a lot of other businesses would, but it's a garnish. I don't need to charge for it. Someone walking past with a really loud case. Right, so that's that done. Let me just cut my onions. My Mr. Blue Roll, my friend. Just give that a wipe down. Notice I've got like a couple of little bits. See this down here? A couple of little bits of wet blue roll. It stops your board from sliding around. And I know a lot of people will probably comment on the use of like a plastic board. I would use wood. You know, some actually my environmental officer actually, she said she doesn't mind using wood for like veggies and stuff like that. But color coded boards generally are preferred. You know, and I use color coded boards for things. Veg. Generally, I'll use a brown one. Salad, so I'll use the green one. You know, cooked meat, yellow, raw meat, red, stuff like that. So I've got a selection of them in the van as well. These smaller ones in case I need to use them for anything like that. But Generally, I don't really need to cut much in here because it's all pre-prepped. I don't even really need a lot of onions as well. I only need like two red onions normally. Two sort of medium-sized to large red onions is enough. So I'm just taking the skin off these, and then I'm going to slice these up. And then I think I've just got to write my menu. I've got to sort my basil, write my menu out, and then I can start baking some stuff for the old socials. But yeah, up here, let me just show you this real quickly actually. Right, so in the toppings fridge today, so starting from this side, this is my pecorino, and then I normally have my basil there. I've got my filo di latte mozzarella. Today I have this is a Shropshire Blue, it's a blue cheese. In there I've got some nice creamy brie, and in here that is like a chestnut and cranberry crumble. Basically it's made of like breadcrumbs, cranberries, chestnuts. You got like some butter in there, you got all kinds of things. You got a bit of garlic, everything. And then here I have my andouille, and then on the end I have my pepperoni basically. So the special today is I haven't got a name for it yet actually. I just need to figure out a name. I'm going to figure that out in a minute. It's basically a pizza bianca, so it doesn't actually have a base sauce on it. It's essentially like a 4-cheese pizza with stuff on it. I'm not going to call it 4 cheese with stuff because that's a terrible name. It's so pecorino, mozzarella. I like my filo di latte mozzarella. I've got the creamy brie. I've got the Shropshire Blue, and then it's going to have the cranberry and chestnut crumble put on it. And then I'm going to bake it. And then out of the oven, I have here a balsamic and caramelized red onion drizzle, which I've like caramelized some onions, some balsamic onions, and I whipped it up in my essentially my blender, my NutriBullet, into a drizzly sauce. So this is going to get drizzled on the pizza at the end. Aprons on, goes quite well with this jumper. Technically, my wife said this isn't a Christmas jumper, but it is a Christmas jumper. And if you have a look, you see here on my arm. So it's basically it's like a Gozney tattoo. So I've got a neon version of it on my arm, and that's what's all over here. You have a look, dagger through the pizza. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's talk about this basil. Check this out. I get the best basil. Look at how good that basil is. Absolutely insane. So I get this delivered to me. I get a kilo box delivered to me every week from my greengrocer. They used to be basically it's a greengrocer guy called Chris. His company's called Grove Fruits. He basically used to be on the market years ago. And he always had the best produce, like the best. It was a little bit more premium in the price bracket, but it was definitely the freshest and best fruit and veg on the market. And essentially, he'd been doing it for so many years, probably a good 30 odd years, something like that. And decided to stop. And then he went into a local farm shop on Saturdays. So and he does deliveries. So he does like delivers local to houses and to local businesses, and I think he's actually calmed down doing the businesses now. But anyway, this basil is absolutely incredible. Like just the best stuff basically. Smells amazing. They're like lasts ages. Like if you keep it cold, you like keep this stuff in the fridge. It comes in a box and you keep it in the fridge and it just lasts forever. So much nicer, so much more fragrant than the supermarket stuff. Although, if you are buying basil from the supermarket, I tell you what, where has good stuff now is if you go to Marks and Spencer, they do like the bigger shops do large bags. So they do 100-gram bags, and actually you get in the bigger bags you get bigger bunches and you get better leaves. And that basil is actually pretty damn good. Obviously growing it yourself is probably the best option. But I live in the UK. It's miserable. It's like 1 degree out there today. Me growing basil is just not going to happen. I've tried it many times. I can keep most things alive, but basil just seems to die on me all the time. So yeah, unless you have some kind of lighting and irrigation rig, because it needs like watering quite a lot as well. I've noticed like kind of like let it wilt a little bit, water it, let it wilt or just needs a certain amount, and it's quite a bit of a pain to keep alive in this country. So I have to buy my basil, but basil is important. It's like the best leaf. Again, I love basil. I've got it on my arm. So yeah, that's basil. Right, I just ate a slice of the special, just one slice. I try not to get too high on my own supply, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of them for you now. I'm going to have it for dinner because that absolutely banged. I shot it with my glasses, like a whole reel. So you know what I'm going to do is, well, there's no point in me showing you a reel. The reel is, and it's just get short. Have a look on my like Instagram or on here, as it's going to be on here as a short. Absolutely banging. That was like one of my best specials. It was cheesy, but it was delicious. It was like, I mean, like caramelized red onion and balsamic just goes with cheeses as well, and the cheese wasn't too overpowering. The Shropshire Blue is like a blue cheese, but it's quite a mellow one as well, so it all just works really, really well. So let me make it for you now. Good pizza starts with good dough, and I've got some banging dough today. Check this out. So look at that, absolute beauty. So this is about 63% hydration, which is what I'm kind of enjoying currently. It's just making a really nice pizza for me. I've got 10% of the stronger flour, the Uniqua Blue. If you check out my business dough recipe, I share it all on there. It'll be on the end screen at the end of here. It's in my home kitchen. It's how I make my dough. It's literally exactly how I've done it, but I just do it on a slightly larger scale. So there's also a video of me prepping like 90 dough balls for a full market. Essentially, I do exactly the same dough in that video as well. So we're going to get a little bit of our semolina. Let me just move some of this over. Beauty of this pizza as well, this special, is it's vegetarian, but you don't miss the meat. So dough, just going to cut one out like that. Get a little bit of flour underneath, and we lift it straight up. I'm going to put it upside down. We got our dough ball, it's upside down. This was in the bottom of the tray, and that to me is the bottom of the pizza. So top of the dough ball that was in the tray is the top of the pizza. At this point, I don't want to overly mess with it, don't want to like re-strengthen it. I spent all that time letting this dough relax, and it's nicely relaxed. So I'm just going to go from sort of just below the middle, pushing the air to the crust, round, up, and spread it out. This dough now is like about 24 hours old, coming up to 24 hours old now. I made it about this time yesterday. Get my whole hand in it. At this point, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to swipe away this excess flour. Okay, at this point, this is where I do the slap method. And what I'm just holding the dough, and I want to get rid of all that excess flour, okay? I'm going to get my hand at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to slam it down. I'm going to just pull it out, and I'm just going to keep doing that method. If you want to learn how to do this, I do have another video on how I slap the dough. Check my long form videos for it. I may cover it again, but anyway, let's come back in. Okay, so this one, like I said, it's pizza bianca, so it doesn't have any sauce. So we basically use the cheese as the sauce. So we're going to get a decent amount of our pecorino on there. And this is a vegetarian pecorino. It's not pecorino romano. We're going to get our fior di latte mozzarella. This was the one that comes from Somerset. It's the Fratelli Amadeo. It is an incredibly good cheese. Just going to get a decent amount of that down, and that's going to essentially melt and form like our base sauce. This one is cheese heavy, okay? Then we're going to get our creamy brie. So our brie here, I've just cubed this up into little chunks. This is it's a Somerset brie actually. I didn't go with a French one. These are mostly English cheeses that's going on here, apart from the pecorino. That is an Italian one. And then I've got a Shropshire Blue. So this is like a veiny cheese, and it's slightly yellow, so it gives it a nice little colour as well. And it's not like a heavy blue cheese. It's quite a mellow blue cheese, so it's not as like funky as a Gorgonzola or something like that, or like a full-on Stilton. And that's it. It's quite crumbly, that one as well. So just going to wipe my hands down. And then I've got this amazing like crumble basically, and this is made of like breadcrumbs. It's made of chestnuts. You've got cranberries in there, you've got herbs, you've got garlic, you've got like some butter in there. It's absolutely amazing, and this is just going to get laid down in there, and that's just going to give it a nice little bit of texture, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of flavour. Well, quite a lot of flavour actually. It's got all those Christmassy flavours in there. And we're going to get some oil. just going to give it a little drizzle of oil, and that's just going to help get the party started. Going to get our pill, Gozney Pro pill, straight under, and then we're going to crab it out. So I'm going to get my hands underneath, and I'm just going to take it to the limits of the pill. I'm going to go this way as well, and pull it all the way out. And obviously, because this is not got any sauce on it, you're just going to need to redistribute the pizza a little bit when you pull it out. It's a 270 gram dough ball. We'll make a 12-inch pizza, and that looks beautiful. Right, let's go to the oven. Pizza's on the pill. Oven is hot. We're running at 470 degrees. Straight in, towards the back, straight down, and out. A little look on the underside. Oh, mate, that's cooking, banging. I can see it's cooked enough for me to give it its first full 180 turn. I'm going to put it exactly back down, exactly the same spot. Have a look at that. Always want to put it back down exactly the same spot. Right, what I'm going to do, I just realised I just need to get a box ready, so I'm going to just plonk you just there. I'm just going to turn it one little quarter turn. I've got a box here. We've got our box, right. Another little turn, always checking the underside. Have a look at that, man. Every single turn I check the underside just to make sure it's not overcooking or undercooking. Now I can see it's not rising anymore. Just lifting it up, presenting it to the flame, doming it up, just getting the desired colour on the crust, and we're done. Look at that. So usually I would slice this pizza, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to take this one home. So this one's just going to get a drizzle. Have a look at this. Yeah, brilliant. That's good. Yeah, we should. The balsamic. Ooh, look at that little portal to another dimension in there. Look, it's just air in there. Look at that. Right, let's have a look at the underside. Hey, that is perfect. Right, I don't want to mess it up too much because I want to take some photos of this one. But look at that. How absolutely banging does that look? It smells amazing. This pizza's going to go home with me. I'm going to reheat it later for my dinner. I haven't had a pizza in ages. I had a slice of this earlier and it was absolutely solid. So that's incredible. That's one of the best ones I've done. It's got so much flavour and just looks amazing. Right, I'm going to go and snap some pictures of this one. Here are the pictures. So someone just came up and ordered 4 pizzas. I've already just baked 2 of them. Regular customer, and it's what? 10:15. Yes, boss.
Do you do functions?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you do loads of private events and stuff.
Is there like a minimum order, or is it like
more of a minimum charge for up to? I mean, how many people are you thinking?
At the moment, it should be 100.
I mean, yeah, I have a minimum charge of up to 100. Then it's a price per head after that. So I'll be at £1,000 for up to 100 people, okay. And then it's £8 a head after that. We serve pizza buffet style. Is it like a summary type event?
Yeah, I'm looking for.
So there'll be a table out the front there, all like nicely presented.
Okay.
We have another little table there. They'll have napkins, plates, stuff like that. We do like a 4 or 5 pizza menu, and we just keep the pizza flowing for a couple of hours. Guests grab a plate, grab a few slices, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I don't have any business cards.
If I was to ping you on
literally.
Instagram.
On Instagram, there's a little email button on my Instagram page. Just hit that, send me all the details, and let me know when, where. As long as it's local, I'm all good.
Yeah, well, it won't
be that far. I try not to take the van too far, basically, because it's quite old.
I understand that.
But yeah, let us know. I mean, there's videos on my YouTube of me doing weddings and events and stuff like that, so you can see how it all works out.
Nice one.
All right, cool. Thank you. Quite an important thing having a market pitch like this, because it gives people, people can come and see me, they can come and try before they buy, before they book me for an event and stuff like that. It's definitely always works. So these two, the first 2 I did was a pepperoni and a margarita, and this one is a marinara, and essentially a marinara with pepperoni. Because gentleman, I don't think he can eat cheese, so he gets a marinara, but he likes the pepperoni. You've got to be careful, people who can't eat dairy. Quite sometimes, some pepperonis out there contain milk, and my one doesn't. Obviously that comes down to sort of knowing what's in your produce and knowing all your allergens and stuff like that, which I do. Everything is, you know, written down, like with the special, everything was recorded and written down on my allergy matrix. So essentially I know what is in everything I serve. There's a notice on the van that says, you know, any allergies, let us know. You know, most people, if they've got an allergy, they will announce it as well, or they'll ask what's in certain things. So, you know, I don't have to put on the menu what is in everything, because I am here to be asked. You know, people can ask me directly, and I know. Right, that one's a bit hot, that one isn't. Go in. Yeah, you'd be surprised the amount of people that walk past, obviously, you know, want to book me for an event, and they'll come to the market to sort of try the pizza or chat to me and stuff like that. But I'm very reasonable for my events. £1,000, we'll serve 100 people. They'll get loads of pizza each as well. I've never run out. I'm actually doing one tomorrow, which I'll video, and that'll be the next video after this one. I'm at Skechers, you know, the shoe company. I'm at their HQ, and that is going to be a buffet style one. Let me bring you in and show you these. Pizza's in the oven. That one's looking good. This one's looking good. But be careful with the marinara. It needs a little extra sauce on it. Let's put the boxes down. Yeah, marinara always needs a little bit extra sauce to stop getting that little, like, that bubble of doom that you can get, you know. And essentially that sort of sizzle, that bubble of doom where your pizza bubbles up in the middle, is probably mainly because you don't have enough on it. You don't have anything weighing it down and pushing it down, so it balloons up a bit like the crust would. So you just got to make sure that you put that extra little spoon of sauce on. Look at that. Banging. Yeah, that extra little spoon of sauce makes all the difference. And I don't bake basil onto my marinara. I put it on at the end as an optional extra. I know these people like it. Right. You want a bit of basil on the marinaras?
Yeah,
Fresh basil at the end, yeah? Nice. Always freshens it up. Right, this is my last one before, right, until into the new year, by the way. So, yeah, you'll have to wait a few weeks. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
I was tempted to do like New Year's Eve, but then I thought, you know what? I think we've got people coming around New Year's Eve, and I just could not be bothered to do the clean up. So, enjoy. Much appreciated. Yeah, have a good Christmas. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Happy customer.
Ireland last year, I did a 3-month chefing course.
Okay, cool,
And
nice.
I've come back here and I spent this year like working in various restaurants.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm currently working at the university in Oxford.
Oh, nice.
As a chef in one of the colleges there.
Okay, perfect.
But basically, I want to set up my own business.
Yep,
And I've been looking
definitely.
at sort of things, and I've been, you know, looking at pizzas.
Yeah, yeah.
And I first saw these pizza ovens in, you know, Dalesford. You know, it's like an organic farm.
Okay, yeah.
And they
Okay.
had one in there. You know,
Yeah.
and they were like, you know, flipping expensive.
Yeah.
But anyway, I found my way to your van.
Okay,
And
cool.
I see that. So are these guys? Are these aren't the biggest ones they do?
So this is the Dome Gen 2, but
Right,
it's not the XL version.
Right,
So
okay,
I
yes,
have
yeah.
the XL version of this same oven in the garden, but in a
Right,
different
okay.
colour, in the whiter colour.
Right. Okay, yes, yeah.
So these.
This, I mean, from a sort of point of view of selling pizzas in your here, is this because do you have these because these fit?
So I had two ovens. I had the Generation 1 ovens in here, and I had two of them,
Right, okay.
and they were a bit smaller. These ones are ever slightly
Right.
bulkier.
Yes.
Essentially, I kind of probably could have fit one in
Right. Okay.
and just one XL, but then this van, I've got holes in the roof.
Yes,
I didn't want to have to make new holes. I'm already geared up for 2 ovens.
Right, yes,
Everything, all the gas, everything was there for 2 ovens, so I just went with the 2 because I'm used to it. If I was starting out again, and if you were starting a truck or a trailer, 1 XL would be more than enough to start with. For one, I mean, these are $2,000 each. The XL oven's 2.5. So you're saving a chunk of money. Then you've got to talking about the flue parts, the gas fittings, everything like that costs money, right? Certifying 2 ovens over 1 costs a different amount as well. Then your gas usage, you're halving your gas usage. You're creating less weight in your vehicle as well because 1 oven's lighter than 2. You're giving yourself more space, and technically you're being able to cook the same amount of pizza. So the XL.
So can you just get 1 in there?
So I could fit 2. I mean, I do 12-inch and I overstretch them, so it's a stretch to fit more. And because I run these attachments, this is called a Neapolitan arch.
Right, okay.
It makes the opening in the oven slightly smaller, but it saves me gas, and it's a faster heat up time, saves gas, means I can run them at a lower temperature to keep them hotter. With the bigger opening, the XL kind of runs like an absolute monster without the Neo arch, but even with the Neo arch, you can easily do 2 12-inch side by side, or 3 10s.
And in terms of like the fuel and the use, I mean, in terms of how much fuel you use,
I use about 20 quid of propane a day running both ovens.
Okay, that's pretty
So
good.
it's about 400 grams per hour of propane, I'd say. Yeah, it's not bad.
And do you how long are you selling here for in a day?
I start selling from 10. Ovens are lit about 8:45.
Okay.
And I'll generally have it all sold by about between 2 and 3 o'clock.
Really
So 3 o'clock, I don't sell past 2 at 3 o'clock basically. So.
And do you do? If you get any customers, obviously jump in there. Do you do? What was I going to say?
Events.
Yeah. Well, do you? Because I've only seen you here.
Tomorrow I'm doing a gig for like up to 150 people down the road. Sketchers HQ before their Christmas party. That's a quick lunch thing. I do parties, weddings, events, and stuff like that as well. Yeah.
Okay, and you have this as your like weekly.
Yeah. Shall I take their order? And then you can talk some more. Fellas, what can I get you?
Can I get a pepperoni?
Of course you can. Give it a tap just below. And for you, sir? You go.
The special please.
Oh, nice. Yep.
So, right, well, we've got to order some pizzas.
Yeah, go on then.
So I'm going to have a peddler.
Nice.
And Jessica's going to have a margarita.
Woo, beautiful.
Very nice. So you basically, do you do all your prep from, you've got a sort of...
So I've got a small, I do it all at home. I've got a very small sort of prep space at home. It's essentially, I took over like our utility room in the house. You know, and I've got, which links onto my garage, where I've got like 2 fridges in there. I've got like all like racks and stacking systems for like tomatoes and you know all my tin stuff and my pizza boxes and things like that and sprays and all that and essentially
Do you like so when you're making your dough, would you have made that yesterday? Or
so this was made around this time yesterday, so we're probably coming up to 24 hours old now. All room temperature, it never goes in the fridge.
And do you, I mean, and have you've got obviously enough space to store everything that you're selling today?
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
How many pizzas are you going to sell today?
I've only bought with me I bought 79 dough balls. I've got about enough for about 75 pizza to sell today because I'll be taking a few home for the family and myself. And but this van can hold enough for about 270 pizzas. So I've got a dough cabinet there. And I can fit, enough for 270 dough balls basically in there. Many dough trays.
Would you often sell that in a day then?
Not only on big events. So I've filled it before when I've done like big street food events.
Yes.
But like I don't enjoy doing those kind of events to be honest because it's you know what it is. It's all you're doing is I'm just facing this way. And I'm just asking whoever's working in here, I'm just saying, what's next? And you just become like a cooking machine. And you don't have that to and fro with a customer and that little bit more enjoyment out of it.
That's what you enjoy about it, is the kind of interaction with the customers.
Yeah, I like doing that. You know, I'd prefer to make less money and enjoy it than just become sort of a pizza making machine.
Absolutely. And And if you were starting from scratch, what other than getting one larger oven, is there anything else you do? Are you happy with your truck?
Oh mate, I absolutely love this. Well, no, the only thing I'd change is I would have liked it to have been aluminium, because this steel rots this kind of truck, because it's American. It does not like the UK weather. And I would have put roof vent. I would have put one here, and I would have put one there, and I wouldn't have had one right above my head. And I would have made them adjustable speed. So I'd have had that one would have been sucking the hot air out straight out the ovens, and this one would have been bringing cool air in, and you've just got a nice rotation of airflow there. But that is essentially it. I wouldn't really change anything else. Well, no, I'd probably now, because my van runs on batteries. I don't have any like plug-in. I have an inverter. I probably would have gone with bigger lithium batteries, but the cost of them was like a lot more than it is now. They've massively dropped. So give it a tap just below. So the cost of like power stations and lithium batteries is like a quarter of what it was when this van was built. So I've got two 200 amp hour batteries down in the corner down there, and I've got a 3 kilowatt Victron inverter system. So it runs all of my like refrigeration, everything. Yeah. So you know, everything was built to the size of the vehicle and about how I work. So you know, I like my toppings fridge. I'm limited on the space I have in that because of the size of the fridge, but I could only fit that one in there. So it's only a 1.2 meter one. They do like 1.4, 1.6, 1.8. You know, if you've got a bigger space, you can go bigger.
Yes. What sort of events do you enjoy doing most then?
I like a good, but no, I love the market. Market's like my hustle. You know, people. I already had someone come and talk to me about asking if I do events. It's a really good thing to have like a constant kind of spot somewhere like this where people can come. It's very visual. They can come see you. They can come try the products.
And do you have issues with? I mean, obviously, you know, if there's suddenly a queue of 10 people and then half of them are disappearing. People can order in and say, "I'll be here at 2 o'clock."
I try not to take pre-orders because I don't want. If someone's come and they've queued for a bit, the last thing I'd want is if I'm standing in a queue is if there's somebody go, "Sorry, I've got to make that guy's pizza." When you know, so yeah, I try not to do pre-orders. Back in COVID days, I did that bigger lithium batteries, but the cost of them was like a lot more than it is now. They've massively dropped. So give it a tap just below. So the cost of like power stations and lithium batteries is like a quarter of what it was when this van was built. So I've got two 200 amp hour batteries down in the corner down there, and I've got a 3 kilowatt Victron inverter system. So it runs all of my like refrigeration, everything. Yeah. So you know, everything was built to the size of the vehicle and about how I work. So you know, I like my toppings fridge. I'm limited on the space I have in that because of the size of the fridge, but I could only fit that one in there. So it's only a 1.2 meter one. They do like 1.4, 1.6, 1.8. You know, if you've got a bigger space, you can go bigger.
Yes. What sort of events do you enjoy doing most then?
I like a good, but no, I love the market. Market's like my hustle. You know, people. I already had someone come and talk to me about asking if I do events. It's a really good thing to have like a constant kind of spot somewhere like this where people can come. It's very visual. They can come see you. They can come try the products.
And do you have issues with? I mean, obviously, you know, if there's suddenly a queue of 10 people and then half of them are disappearing. People can order in and say, "I'll be here at 2 o'clock."
I try not to take pre-orders because I don't want. If someone's come and they've queued for a bit, the last thing I'd want is if I'm standing in a queue is if there's somebody go, "Sorry, I've got to make that guy's pizza." When you know, so yeah, I try not to do pre-orders. Back in COVID days, I did that kind of thing, but now it's just kind of serve whoever's in front of me. People, you know, regulars, they know the deal. They know they might have to wait a little bit.
Well, they're very reasonable price as well, I'd say.
Yeah. Pizza should be good value, right? You shouldn't be, you know, it's bread and cheese.
How long have you been doing it for?
9 years now.
Really? Okay, wow.
So.
Fantastic. Right, well, we will enjoy.
Margaritas on top. Help
We'll
yourself to
enjoy
napkins.
those.
But yeah, honestly, I'd advise anyone who starts, 1XL oven is more than you need. It completely depends on like what you want to achieve. If you want to go and chase the big events, you'll need a bigger oven, and you need a bigger setup. You need a bigger van, more people. But if you just want to do small little things, pop-ups, pub garden, stuff like that, these are perfect. All right,
Really appreciate it.
take care. Check it out. He's just about to walk around here. It's Max. He's bought me a coffee. Look at that. He's bought me a banging coffee. This is Max from Pizza Portfolio, whatever. He's got a couple of domes in his van as well. 1 second. Yes, sir. I'll serve you first because he's just chilling. That's all right. No, it's fine. He's chilling. Pepperoni. Give it a tap just below. No worries. How's your ovens running, Max?
Yeah, really good.
You loving them?
I'm loving it.
Have you got them sort of like dialed in yet? Like,
Yes. I think, yeah, when you have them on for like...
oh, they keep getting hotter and hotter. I mean, this one I've just left it on and it's just got too hot for a minute.
But
But
there's like that perfect point on the dial where you have it on for like an hour and a half,
yep.
and the stone and the air temp just sync up to like 475.
I see. It might be something to do with because you've got a longer flue. So yours pull more, but mine the base temp does create. So I'll normally have them sitting at about 502 on the base, on the core, but then the air temp's normally about 480. Like sometimes it's like 5.5. But they just kind of work very well. It's what's nice is that you can just leave them.
Yes.
And you don't need to keep going back and dialing them in and out and stuff like that. Yeah, very cool. So Max has his own horse box basically, and he built it himself. When it was like last year you built it, wasn't it?
No, April.
It was April. Wow.
April. And then, yeah.
So and he had two domes, and then he had to upgrade like I did to the Gen 2s. And he doesn't regret it. Have you sold your oven? Did you sell them back to Bob? Did they sell them on your behalf?
I sold one.
Yeah.
Still got the other one. And then, but we've got an Arc XL at home.
Yeah.
And so Hannah is sort of coming around to the idea of maybe selling the Arc and keeping the dome.
Oh really? I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it the other way around, just because the Arc's really handy to have for that fast heat up and that larger pizza. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Maybe.
That is true.
Boss, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Help yourself to napkins. Thank you. Right, Max, what can I get you? Or are you?
Please have a special, and I'm going to come back for another one in a bit.
All right, cool. No worries. It's on me, that one. New balls. Yeah, I quite like. Oh man, what is that? No, you don't do that. For what? I've made you spend about $5,000. Why are you giving me gifts? Oh, dude, give us a sec.
Yeah, you have made me spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. What I realised the other day. Thank you very much. I'll have a look at that in a minute. I realised the other day that I'm one of these people who just makes everybody else spend a lot of money. Whenever I see them, I'm like, oh, check out this new gadget I've got, and then they're like, I want one of them, and then they go and buy it, and they're all like, with pizza ovens and everything.
One of my friends used to hate me because he said, you're too good at like selling me everything, and you make me want everything that you have, because you just chat about it in such an appealing way.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's me.
That's me. Yeah, but it's easy when you have amazing stuff like that.
Yeah, I've always been a sucker for a gadget and cool stuff though. Yeah. Like I appreciate like stuff, like cool stuff. I always had like the newest kind of next gen phone and in the back in the day, or like some kind of 17 Pro Max, yeah. But I often wait about 3 years before I upgrade normally. Yeah. So I went from a 14 Pro to that, so it was like quite. So I like to actually feel the upgrade.
Yeah, we're literally exactly the same. I'm 1 year behind you. I went from an 11 to a 15. To 18.
See, I went 11, 14 to 17. iPhone chat. Tell you what are good though, is these glasses, man.
I so
They're
want
so
a pair.
good.
I'm
They're so
honestly,
good.
I'm so close to buying a pair. I'm so desperate for some.
What I would say, and I didn't realise this when I bought them, and I've looked into it now, is the Gen 1s you can actually live stream to.
What, not with Gen 2?
You can't, but they took it away with the Gen 2s, which was a bit annoying. It might come back via like Streamlabs or something,
Yeah.
but at the minute they
Seems bizarre.
yeah. I don't know why, but a lot of people were hacking the system because they only allow you to record for 3 minutes.
Okay.
But sorry, I heard someone, they basically live stream and set it to private, and then they can stream for like 40 minutes until the battery runs out. And they've set it to private so it doesn't go, and then they just download it to their phone as a long sort of video. But
that's exactly the only reason I want them. It's probably similar to you, just for content,
yeah,
just for filming, making pieces,
yeah.
everything.
You know what? They're really good just to take little snapshots of like your day.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been sort of taking like teeny little videos, and I've been out and about and doing stuff, and you can just piece it together as cool little like videos.
Do you remember like 10 years ago, it's a bit off brand, they bought like Snapchat brought out glasses, and everyone was like, who the heck?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
See, I've never been on that. I've never.
Obviously Snapchat was all about like, you know,
Just little
moments from your
moments,
day.
right? Yeah.
and so they bought out glasses.
You're young, way younger than me. I never Snapchat
No,
wasn't a thing.
no, I didn't, but they were a thing. I think with all of like live streamers and
Okay.
influencers, and now everyone wants the meta version.
I mean,
Because now it's
I
more
wouldn't.
expensive.
So I'd only have them if I had a business like this. Otherwise, I think they're really creepy.
Creepy.
Look at that. Man, this pizza is amazing.
Oh, so excited. I'm gonna come back. Oh, stop it.
It's full on. You might need to lie down.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show.
Probably
Yeah,
that
it's
for
making.
another
There you
one.
go. There's a special. Right.
I'm coming back for another one in like an hour.
I'll see you then. Join the queue. Oh, it's getting busy.
Thank you very much.
Dude, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi. Thank you for waiting.
That's okay. And can I get one pepperoni and one of the specials, please?
Of course you can. All it takes is just to see one. And then it's like, oh, I'm having that. Trust me. Like I said to Max, you will need to lie down afterwards, though. So, pepperoni and a special. Let's do it. You balls.
It was like 6 rows. Like not even
Little teeny tweaks just needed. Boom. Ovens have steadied out nicely. They're both holding 480 and like 477, 482, and they're both about 515 on the underside. So they've hit like that point where they're just sitting nicely. Man, I've just dialed them in basically. Takes a little while just to sort of figure it out. Once they get there though, they just run like an absolute dream. Anybody? There he goes. 2 marks. Another empty tray. Girls, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Cheers. Take care. Right, we're on our last tray. So we haven't got many left. Got 14 left to sell, and I've got probably enough for that in the queue. I'll have to count down in a bit. Right, I've only got 5, 6, 7 left, and there's a lot more people in the queue, so I just need to do a little count back and disappoint some people just before Christmas. Rubbish. Right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, how many pizzas are you going to order? 2. Just 1. Okay, 1 sec. How many pizzas are you after? 1, 2. How many pizzas are you after? How many? 2. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm so sorry. I've finished at the man with the pram. That's it. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you. Hi, Laura. You all right? Cool. That's Moose. Everyone say hello to Moose. That's Moose. You all right? You good?
Run out.
Yeah.
Nice jumper.
Thanks. You like it? Gozney edition. Christmas jumper. Yeah, there might be some food. You all right? You good? Yeah. Last bits of shopping.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's it. It's all gone. Ovens are shut off. I've actually closed the hatch down because people keep coming up asking me for pizza. Probably should have bought more. It's what is it? It's 2:30 now. I sold it a little while ago. I've just been sort of chilling out. Yeah, that's it. Last market of 2025. Back next year with more. Stay tuned for the next video. I am going to be shooting some more videos over the festive period. I've got some bits and bobs I need to do, and at some point I might try and get out in the camper van with the tread and do some stuff with that and show you a bit of that as well. But have a Merry Christmas. Hope you've enjoyed it. Happy New Year and all that. If this is the last video of the year you watch, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. It's going to be just up here. See ya.